Cristiano Ronaldo has once again been called up to the Portugal national team. Coach Roberto Martinez has just announced the squad list for the upcoming matches in October. The superstar Ronaldo remains included thanks to his consistent performance at Al Nassr. In October, Portugal hopes to maintain its strong form in the Nations League after 2 impressive victories, winning 2, one against Croatia and Scotland. This Saturday, Martinez's squad will face Bosnia before taking on Scotland again the following Tuesday, aiming to secure all 6 points. Europe can trust Ronaldo, the top scorer in the history of Portuguese football. This is also an opportunity for him to increase his goal tally as he aims for the milestone of 1,000 goals. Notably, besides Ronaldo, there are 3 other players competing in the Saudi Pro League. Junior Kevin from Al Ahly, Otavio from Al Nassr, and Ruben Neves from Al Hilal. After the first 2 matches, Portugal is currently leading Group A of the Nations League with 6 points. The top 2 teams in each of the 4 groups in League A will qualify for the quarterfinals. Portugal previously won this tournament in its inaugural edition in 2019. Lionel Messi has helped Inter Miami secure a spot in the FIFA Club World Cup 2025, just 1 day after the team won the championship. Reputable journalist Ben Jacobs reports that Inter Miami will be awarded a place in this tournament, which will take place in the United States, the host country. Inter Miami has been chosen as the final representative to participate in the FIFA Club World Cup 2025. Marking the first time that 32 teams will compete. Featuring clubs from around the world, the participation of Inter Miami is sure to attract significant attention from fans, especially with superstar Lionel Messi in the lineup. The last time Messi participated in the FIFA Club World Cup was in 2015 when he was still with Barcelona. The criteria for granting a spot in the FIFA Club World Cup to an MLS team have not been very clear in the past, but things are becoming more certain, as Ben Jacobs has confirmed this information. Paul Pogba has had his doping ban reduced. Previously, the player faced a suspension of up to 4 years due to a doping case. However, good news has arrived for the French star, as he was granted a reduced sentence after an appeal hearing at the Court of Arbitration for Sport, CR7, in Switzerland. During the hearing, Pogba demonstrated that he had only inadvertently used DHEA, a substance that can increase testosterone and is on the World Anti-Doping Agency, WADA, prohibited list. Importantly, DHEA only has effects on women. Recently, the Court of Arbitration for Sport issued a decision to reduce Pogba's ban and that of his team. This is the final ruling, allowing Pogba to train individually to improve his fitness in preparation for his return to play with the team. This decision not only provides an opportunity for Pogba's football career, but also positively impacts his personal life. Currently, the French star is living on a minimal wage of around €470 per week from Juventus. Juventus has also expressed excitement about this news. The team is currently fiercely competing for the Serie A title against strong rivals such as Napoli, AC Milan, and Inter Milan, while also participating in the Champions League under the new format. Sir Jim Brundish has left the possibility of Erik ten Hag's dismissal open ahead of the crucial match that could determine his position at Villa Park. BBC Sport interviewed Sir Jim Brundish about Ten Hag's future, where he asserted that he is not the one making decisions, having delegated this responsibility to the management team. He stated, "I don't want to answer that question. I like Erik. I think he is a good coach, but I am not the decision maker. That is the job of the management, and they will make the best choices for the team." The new management has been working together since June and July, but they haven't had much time, so everything needs to be considered carefully. Our goal is very clear. We want to bring Manchester United back to its former position. Currently, things are not quite right, and this is something everyone can clearly see. According to The Atlantic, Sir Jim Brundish will be attending the match between Aston Villa and Manchester United at Villa Park. His presence adds extra pressure on Coach Ten Hag. Nevertheless, in front of the media, Ten Hag remains calm. He emphasized, that this is not the right time to evaluate Manchester United, and expressed confidence in his ability to succeed by the end of the season. Toni Kroos will return to Real Madrid at 2 a.m. on October 6th when Real hosts Villarreal in the 9th round of La Liga at the Bernabeu Stadium. Los Blancos will welcome a special guest, Toni Kroos. In an interview yesterday, the former German international confirmed that he would return to support Real Madrid in the upcoming match. This will be the first time the 34-year-old player comes back to the Bernabeu since leaving the club in June. As known, after 11 years with the team, Toni bid farewell to Real Madrid after last season, despite head coach Carlo Ancelotti pleading with him to play for one more year. After leaving Real and completing his Euro 2024 duties, Kroos decided to retire. His departure has affected Real Madrid's performance since the beginning of the season, as the team has struggled to show their best form, something coach Ancelotti has acknowledged multiple times. Kroos returns to Real at a time when the team is facing difficulties, particularly after two recent matches, a draw in La Liga and a loss in the Champions League. When asked about Real's unconvincing performances since his departure, Kroos said, "As a fan, I want Real Madrid to win every match. I often hear many people say they miss me, but I don't want to hear that because it's disrespectful to the other Real players." Son Heung-min will miss his third consecutive match due to injury. He was forced to leave the field in the second half of the 3-0 victory over Cobb last week. The serious injury issue has kept the South Korean international out of the 3-0 win against Manchester United last Sunday and the 2-1 victory over Ferencváros. In a recent press conference, coach Ange Postecoglou stated that Son is working hard to train every hour, every day, but it is almost certain that he will not participate in the upcoming match against Brighton this weekend. He said, "Son is putting in his best effort to train, but I don't think the progress will be quick enough for him to be on the field at this time." At the same time, the South Korean national team also confirmed that they would not call Son Heung-min for this month's training camp. According to the schedule, the national team will face Jordan and Iran, and the results of these two matches will impact the race for the top of the group. At Tottenham, the team welcomes the return of defender Destiny Udogie. Last weekend, Udogie had to leave the field on a stretcher in the first half of the match against Manchester United, but he has now resumed normal training with his teammates. Jamal Musiala will be sidelined for 2 days after Bayern Munich's defeat to Aston Villa in the Champions League. The club has just announced that Musiala has sustained an injury. Previously, the German midfielder had shown signs of a bruise following multiple collisions with Bukayo Saka and Robert Andrich during the match against Bayer Leverkusen. Although Musiala was initially included in the starting lineup for the match against Aston Villa, he was quickly substituted after a short period. According to a report from Bild, he is still not feeling well. The 21-year-old midfielder has been given the opportunity to rest completely and will miss the upcoming match against Freiburg this weekend. Additionally, Musiala will not be able to join the German national team for the upcoming international break, where they will face Bosnia and the Netherlands in the Nations League. Notably, Jamie Lewling, a midfielder from Stuttgart, has been called up to replace Musiala. However, according to Tahai.Benkama, Musiala's injury is not too severe, and his absence in the coming period can be considered a precautionary measure. Il Messaggero describes McTominay as a new phenomenon in Serie A, following his impressive performance against Como. In the match, he scored the opening goal right at the start, showcasing his ability to penetrate and finish effectively. This was McTominay's first goal in Serie A, after previously scoring and assisting in other matches. Under the guidance of coach Antonio Conte, McTominay has become a key figure for Napoli, a team that just had a forgettable season. Napoli spent over 30 million euros to acquire him and is currently leading Serie A with 16 points. Romelu Lukaku, who assisted McTominay's goal, believes in his teammates' scoring ability. Both players are helping Napoli revive itself after a poor previous season. Excitement is palpable in Naples, with strong support from fans for McTominay and his family. Now McTominay is enjoying his time in this new environment after facing challenges at Manchester United.